Hi, my brain hates me.
Stop.
I just had a question on my blog, My Brain Hates Me, and I really had to address it kind of right now because this was such a big part of dealing with my chronic pain condition. Doctors. Doctors go to medical school. Doctors study really hard. Doctors take tests. Doctors work on cadavers. Doctors read things and go to conventions and look at research and look at the percentages and the success rates, and they guess. And your doctor may or may not know how best to treat you. And the lesson that I learned about doctors is that if your doctor says, this is the thing that needs to be done to make you better, and it isn't making you better, and your doctor keeps insisting that this is the right thing to do, but you don't feel better, you need to tell your doctor that they need to find a different treatment, or you will find a different doctor. Doctors are not gods. Doctors do not know everything. Doctors can graduate medical school without getting straight A's. Doctors are not perfect. The question I got was from a mother of a teenager who has had migraine symptoms solid for a period of weeks. And this child, basically, who is a couple of years older than my own son, has been suffering and in pain for weeks and weeks and weeks, which is very dangerous, mind you. It's dangerous for the brain to be in this state of agitation and have migraine-like symptoms for extended periods of time. This person's doctor told them to just go on and try and live life as like normal. Go to school, do this, do that. That is contrary to every piece of information that I've ever received from any doctor. And so I responded to this person on my blog and told them that what I would do is seek a new doctor, and yeah, that's what I would do. But I wanted to share a little bit about my doctor experience because I went through many doctors before I found help. And even when I was looking for help, I wasn't treated like somebody who was searching for help. I was treated like somebody who was trying to get medication, who was trying to get high, who was trying to do a lot of things. So when I was going through the diagnostic process of trying to figure out what the hell was going on with my head, yeah, I was working full time. I was going to work in pain. At that time, I was not in pain all the time. I was in a chronic migraine phase, and I was going to my primary care physician. I had not yet ventured to a neurologist because I have a history of migraines, but I just, I hadn't gotten to that point yet. My primary care physician was giving me different pain medications and kept giving me pain medications and was giving me some preventative medication as well, but he kept telling me that this was the thing that would fix me, that I would just need to leave work every now and then to rest, and I would be okay. And this kept happening, and I kept taking pain medication, and it didn't help. So after I saw a neurologist and was hospitalized, and that didn't help, I sought a new primary care physician. I didn't even bother to tell my old primary care doctor that I was leaving. I got my records and I left, and I got a new primary care doctor. I took my records with me, made an appointment, and went to see him. Had my son with me that day, and he sat in the waiting room while I went to meet this doctor. And mind you, I had been to, I call them doc-in-a-boxes, patient-first facilities. I've been to a lot of different doctors because it had been a process over the past year dealing with, not this past year, but over the year I had been dealing with these headaches and these migraines prior to the pain just getting stuck and being there all the time. So I had a lot of prescriptions and a lot of different doctors prescribing me things. I wasn't going to lots of different doctors. It was just that I'd been to facilities where they had different doctors on staff. So my medical history to the naked eye looked a little funky. And when I saw the doctor and the nurse, they treated me sort of strangely. They were abrupt with me and they weren't kind. I had all my medications with me. I had explanations for what I was taking, what I wasn't taking, but I took everything that I had with me. And the doctor treated me like a drug seeker. And I left that appointment in tears. And I sat in my car with my son and cried after that appointment with this new doctor that I was trying to get help from. I went home. I told my husband about it. And my husband called this doctor the next day, unbeknownst to me, and said, look, we're looking for help. My wife just wants help. We can find another doctor or you can help us. So the doctor apologized to him, and my husband took me to this office a couple of days later, and my husband sat on the appointment with me, and the doctor apologized, and we went through the appointment, and the doctor said basically, like, I can't help you. I don't know how to help you. You are beyond what I can do for you, and you're beyond what your current neurologist is doing for you. We need to get you in with these people at this university, and so on and so forth. So at that point, I started getting some help. So it took a call from my husband being upset and protective to make a doctor understand that I was a human being and that I just wanted some help, that I didn't want pain medication. And it took me feeling like I was some kind of criminal just for wanting help to finally get the help that I needed. Ultimately, I ended up with a great neurologist who treats me so well and respects me. And this neurologist worked with me very, very hard. And she got to a point where she said, you know what? I don't know what to do at this point. I have tried everything that I know how to do. So here is what we're going to do now. We are going to get you into the Jefferson Headache Center and find out what they can do for you, because they're the best research center on the East Coast, because I don't have the answers at this point. I've done everything I know how to do. So the thing that I respect most about my neurologist is that she said, I don't know, but I'm still going to help you. And that's the kind of doctor that you want if you have a chronic pain condition. You want a doctor who is going to fight for you, who is going to work with you, who is going to care for you, and who is going to think about the fact that you're a human being who is scared, and you are someone who just wants help and wants to get better. That you don't want medication thrown at you, you don't want to just be pushed out of the office, that you want somebody who will sit down and take the time to explain what is going on in your body and explain to your family and help you feel better about living with whatever is going on with you. So if your doctor doesn't make you feel good when you leave your doctor's appointments, if you don't feel confident that you're getting the help you need, if you walk out of your doctor's appointments feeling like you don't understand something or that you're being rushed out, if you feel like you're just a number, if you feel like your doctor doesn't know who you are and know every little inch of your condition, then possibly that doctor is not for you. It's customer service. You're your doctor's customer, and you have the right to find another doctor. I don't care if your family's been going to this physician for years and years and years. I don't care if somebody told you that this was their favorite doctor or the best doctor in the area. It doesn't mean that this is the best person to treat you. Doctors are like shoes. Not every shoe fits perfectly. Not every doctor is the right fit. So you have the right to get the right treatment and the best care possible. Look for the right doctor. Trust me, when you find the right doctor, you will know. It will feel right. You will feel good when you leave your appointments. Even when you're having your worst pain day, you will feel good and confident that somebody out there is rooting for you and wants to make you feel better. So, that's all I have to say. That's the end of my preaching. It just really struck a chord with me because I've been there, I've been scared, and I've not known what's going on, and yeah, it's terrifying and I can't imagine how my mother felt before she died, not knowing what was going on with her daughter. I can't imagine if what is happening to me with my body was happening to my son. I can't imagine how scared I would be. My son is going through some things right now, and I'm constantly worried about him. So, to the person who asked the question on my blog, I hope that this video inspires you to keep hope and, hang in there. And I hope that, you give your child lots of hugs, lots of darkness, and I hope that they find an answer. So feel free to message me anytime. Hit subscribe down below. Check out my blog, My Brain Hates Me, and keep fighting the good fight. And if you don't feel better today, I hope you feel better tomorrow. And if tomorrow's not a better day, well, then there's always next week or next year.